Kamusta? Magandang araw! Nandito na naman tayo upang mag-aral ng math. Pag-aaralan natin ngayon kung paano gamitin ang trigonometric functions sa paghanap ng mga sides at angles. Nalaman natin mula sa una nating video na meron tayong 6 basic trigonometric functions. Ang sine, cosine, at tangent na kalimitang ginagamit sa pagsosolve, at ang cosecant, secant, at cotangent na merong complementary relationship dun sa basic functions. Ginagamit ito para hanapin ng angles at side ng isang right triangle. So, i-recall natin yung ratios. Meron tayong sine, which is opposite over hypotenuse. Merong cosine, which is adjacent over hypotenuse. Meron tayong tangent, which is opposite over adjacent. Meron din tayong cosecant, which is hypotenuse over opposite. Tapos, meron tayong secant, which is hypotenuse over adjacent. And finally, we have cotangent, which is adjacent over opposite. Tatandaan natin na pwede natin gamitin ang kahit ano sa 6 na functions na ito base sa given values. So, if we have triangle AML, and meron tayong ganitong problem. So, with angle A as the reference angle, find the 3 basic ratios when side AM is equals to 12 cm, side ML is 9 cm, and the hypotenuse AL is 15. So, ang reference angle natin is yung angle A. Tapos, yung AM daw natin ay 12, at ang ML daw natin ay 9, at ang AL daw natin ay 15. So, pwede nating hanapin yung angle A gamit ang sine, which is 9 over 15, opposite over hypotenuse, which can be simplified to 3 over 5. Pwede rin nating hanapin ang angle A gamit ang cosine, pero ito ay adjacent over hypotenuse, which is 12 over 15, na pwede natin i-simplify as 4 over 5. And finally, pwede pa rin natin gamitin yung tangent sa paghanap ng angle A. Pero, that is opposite over adjacent, which is 9 over 12. At, masisimplify ito into 3 over 4. So, sinasabi natin na yung ratios ginagamit natin para mahanap yung sukat ng angle o side. E, paano nga ba natin mahahanap yung measure ng angle? So, given this information, pwede nating hanapin gamit ang sine A na alam natin ay 3 over 5, which is the reduced form of 9 over 15. Pwede rin naman nating hanapin siya gamit ang cosine A, which is 4 over 5. And also, pwede rin natin gamitin ng tangent A, which is 3 over 4. So, what we need to do is to divide 3 over 5, which is 0.6, or 4 over 5, which is 0.8, and 3 over 4, which is 0.75. So, kita natin, iba-iba yung values niya, no? Nung dinivide natin yung numerator sa denominator. Now, this time, para mahanap yung angles, kunin natin yung ating scientific calculator. I-press natin yung shift, then yung function. Halimbawa, shift sine, or shift cosine. Then, pindutin na natin decimal value. So, shift sine 0.6. Pero minsan, merong feature ang scientific calculator na pe-press nyo lang yung arc function. O yung may simbolo na sine and then exponent na negative 1. Or cosine, exponent negative 1. So, pag pinress nyo to, plus yung value ng denominator, your answer will lead to 36.87. Same is true with cosine 0.8, it is 36.87. Tangent 0.75 is 36.87. Bakit pare-pareha? Kasi nga, ang hinahanap natin ay angle A. So, most probably, pare-pareha siya. If not exactly to the digit, pero malapit sila dun sa main value ng angle. So, bago tayo mag-proceed, since gagamitin natin yung sine, cosine, tangent kasi sila yung kalimitang ginagamit at sila yung nasa calculator natin, no? Merong mnemonic for us to memorize the ratio para sa sine, cosine, at tangent. Tinatawag natin itong SOHCAHTOA. So, ano yung SOHCAHTOA? Ito yung pinaiksi So kasi sine is equals to opposite over hypotenuse. Ka kasi cosine is equals to adjacent over hypotenuse. At TOA kasi tangent is equals to opposite over adjacent. So mas madali nating ma-memorize yung ratio kapag ginamit natin yung mnemonic na to. SOHCAHTOA. Ayan, mag-solve na ulit tayo. So meron tayo ditong triangle XYZ. Sabi, given the figure, find the measure of angle Z when XY is 8 and XZ is 20 cm. So again, ang reference angle natin ay angle Z. Tapos, ang XY daw ay 8 at ang XZ, which is the hypotenuse, is 20 cm. So para malaman natin, anong gagamitin ko? So, ano lang tayo, focus lang tayo sa tatlo, sa sine, cosine, tangent. Anong gagamitin ko? So, dapat alam natin yung relationship nung angle na given or hinahanap natin dun sa given na sides. So, in this case, yung angle Z sa 8, siya yung opposite side niya. Tapos, yung 30 naman, understood, siya yung hypotenuse natin. So, isipin natin mabuti, meron tayong opposite at meron tayong hypotenuse. Therefore, from SOHCAHTOA, pwede nating sabihin na ang gagamitin natin ay sine, which is opposite over hypotenuse. So, ang gagawin natin ay substitute lang natin. Ang opposite side ay 8, ang hypotenuse side ay 20. Pwede nating i-reduce sa lowest term, pwede rin hindi. Divide na natin diretso. 8 divided by 20 is 0.4. Now, since yung 0.4 ay hindi siya angle, gagamitin natin yung calculator natin to find arc sine 0.4. And if you're going to press your calculators with me, you will find that the angle C is 23.58 degrees. Okay, let's have another example. So, given the figure, find the measure of side MH when SM is 15 centimeters and the angle S is 35 degrees. Ayan. So, again, ang hinahanap natin ay MH. So, kunin natin, since ang reference natin ay yung angle S, kunin natin anong relationship niya sa MH. So, ito ay opposite, no? And then, tingnan naman natin yung given na side SM, anong relationship na dun sa angle? Siya ay adjacent. So, mula sa opposite at adjacent, and then SOHCAHTOA, alam natin na ang gagamitin natin ay tangent, which is opposite over adjacent. So, ayan, isa-substitute lang natin yung value. But this time, isusulat natin tangent 35. Kasi given si 35 degrees, no? Isa siya sa given. Tangent 35 degrees is equals to MH over 15, which is opposite over adjacent. Now, para ma-isolate natin si MH, we have to cross-multiply. Ayan. So, magiging tangent 35 degrees times 15 is equals to MH. Pero, hindi naman natin pwedeng i-multiply ng diretso si tangent 35 sa 15. So, again, use your calculators. Then, press tangent. So, diretso na sa tangent. Wala nang arc, wala nang shift. Tangent, and then press 35. So, you will find that it is 0.70. And then, you have to multiply that by 15. The answer is 10.5 cm. And that is the value of side MH. So, dahil alam na natin yung value ng ST, at yung RT naman yung hypotenuse, pwede natin gamitin either sine or cosine. Pwede rin naman natin gamitin yung Pythagorean theorem, no? For this one, gamitin natin yung cosine function para matutunan natin kung paano siya gamitin. So, similarly, we have adjacent over hypotenuse. So, cosine 48, isusulat natin yon. Then, 15, yun ang adjacent niya. 15.32 over hypotenuse, which is yung missing natin yung RT. So, Una, we cross multiply, no? So, magiging cosine 48 times RT is equals to 15.32. Since yung RT hinahanap natin, you have to divide both sides by cosine 48. So, we will be left with RT is equals to 15.32 over cosine 48. Since we cannot divide cosine 48 ng ganon, i-press muna natin sa calculator, cosine 48. So, that will give us 0.67. Ayan. So, pwede na nating i-divide ngayon si 15.32 divided by 0.67. At yun ay bibigyan tayo ng value na 22.87 cm. So, makikita natin dito na consistent pa rin tayo sa Pythagorean theorem kung saan yung hypotenuse is always the longest side. Ayan, nakuha na natin yung values ng tatlong sides, no? So, ang kukunin na natin yung value na nung angle R. Kasi alam natin, angle S is 90 degrees na yun, eh, no? Sa pagkuha nito, pwede na natin gamitin yung principle na the sum of the interior angles of any triangle is equals to 180 degrees. So, i-add lang natin si 90 at si 48, and then minus 180, makukuha na natin si R. But, just for the fun of it, gamitin natin yung functions. At hindi lang isa, gamitin natin yung tatlong functions natin. So, we have sine R, cosine R, and tangent R. Ulit, ang focus na natin ngayon ay angle R. So, ang opposite ng angle R ay 15.32. Ang hypotenuse natin ay 22.87. Ang adjacent ng angle R is 17. Again, hypotenuse is 22.87. And then, for the tangent, we have 15.32 over 17. So, gamit ang iyong calculator, we can divide. So, sine R is 0.67, cosine R is 0.74, and tangent R is 0.90. Now, we're going to use our arc function kasi gagawin natin siyang angle, no? So, I want you to press arc sine 0.67 and also arc cosine 0.74 and then arc tangent 0.90, and then take note of the angles. So, you will find that your angle R is equal to 42 degrees. And sasabihin nyo, ay hindi po, ang na-compute ko ay 42.20 something or 42.11 or 41.90 something. So, okay lang yon. Kasi, itong mga values na ito ay ni-round off na natin. No? Na-round off na natin. Kasi hindi naman natin makukuha yung eksakto ng mga non-terminating decimals natin. So, we can accept and agree that angle R is equal to 42 degrees. So, just like in any problem solving, wala tayong eksaktong pattern. But, as long as you know the principles behind, yung properties, yung mga principles, at ipaperform natin yung process ng tama, mag-a-arrive tayo lagi sa right answer. Salamat! Hanggang sa muli!